Millions of travelers are set to take to the skies this summer, if their planes ever take off. Despite high prices, pent-up demand from the COVID-19 pandemic has seen huge numbers setting out on road trips and snatching up flights. But airlines in particular are struggling to keep up. Memorial Day weekend, the traditional kickoff of summer travel, saw more than 2,800 flights canceled in the US. And this Father's Day and Juneteenth holiday weekend was even worse. More than 5,000 flights were scratched from schedules. Passengers abroad haven't been spared either. Across Europe, flyers waited outside terminals as bags piled up at busy airports like London Heathrow. So what's causing these delays and cancellations and creating headaches for travelers? A major issue is staffing. After the COVID-19 pandemic hit, demand for flying plummeted. Airline employees, including pilots and flight attendants, were furloughed. Many took buyouts or retired early as companies cut costs. But after the rollout of vaccines last year, consumers began booking flights again and didn't stop. But as demand rebounded, labor shortages persisted. And pilots and other staff struggling with the crush of travelers have protested over working conditions and demanded higher pay from corporations. At the same time, airlines rushed to hire more and canceled thousands of flights ahead of the summer. But it hasn't been enough. The Friday before Father's Day and Juneteenth this year saw over 2.4 million people pass through TSA security checkpoints. That was nearly the most in a single day since the start of the pandemic, and it likely would have been a record if so many flights hadn't been canceled ahead of time. Among those waylaid, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, whose flight to New York was canceled just a day after he spoke with airline executives about their summer struggles. Severe weather didn't help, causing ground stops at major airports, including in Charlotte. But travelers through New York area airports suffered the most delays and cancellations, and Delta Airlines, rated as the most reliable American carrier, was the hardest hit major airline over the weekend, according to the tracking website FlightAware. A spokesperson for Delta cited challenges with air traffic control, weather, and unscheduled absences. But similar problems overseas show just how much staffing has become an industry-wide problem, extending to other forms of transport, including trains. In Europe, labor shortages have caused airports like Amsterdam Schiphol and London Gatwick to curtail flight capacity. Over the weekend at London Heathrow, passengers were confronted by scenes of chaos, including a baggage mountain. According to analysts, many of these dynamics are unlikely to lessen significantly before millions more take to the skies. And that will mean more misery this summer for travelers around the world.
I do apologize for that. As soon as we hear something, I'll let you guys know.